Clan Smoke Jaguar versus Steel Jaguar Gaming. Run hard or die. Round 1 of the playoffs, 4v4. So we see 3 Stormcrows and a Raven 2X for Clan Smoke Jaguar, whereas SJR is going with 4 Novas. Let's zoom in on some of these mechs, figure out exactly how. Okay, so we got 2 large pulse and 2 medium lasers with Pasha Osis. So it's clear from here that CSJ is looking to cap the point, or at least control Theta, control the open ground on Theta. 3 large laser, 2 Raven 2X. And you see the small lasers, machine guns, that style on the Novas. Looks like SJR is going to be looking for a push. And then another large pulse and medium laser mix from the Esoteric on his Stormcrow. And CSJ is moving out to C6, trying to get as far away from the ridge as they possibly can. They don't know where SJR is at this time. They haven't yet put that Raven on the cap point. They're just quite shooting at. And here, Alpha jumping up, doing a little scouting for that Nova. Actually, it's possible that Raven in D4 is spotting them now. Here comes the Nova push. Novas are pushing. It's a full push. They're going to try to get as close as they can, shielding as much as possible. They are focusing on G-Men right now, and the Novas are moving in, but G-Man is getting lit up pretty good. Some of the Stormcrows are trying to drop back, but they do drop Ring Wraith pretty quick there as well. G-Man is still crit, and they're trying to finish him off, but these Novas are pushing on the other Stormcrow while Esoteric is sitting back, and Leo is sitting up in the D4 section as far away as possible. One of the problems they might have is even if they can finish off these Crows and move on to Esoteric, is chasing down Leo in that Raven towards the end. Their G-Man does go down. That's first one. Oh, no, so it's first kill for CSJ, and 2 mechs are down for CSJ. The Novas are trying to push on the Esoteric here, who's trying to kite as much as possible. How long can he be expecting to kite? Now, it looks like Jaeger's decided instead of joining that fight, SJR is pushing 2 mechs on Esoteric, and Jaeger is taking off and trying to deal with the Raven, not letting the Raven just sit around and poke. So we'll see if they can get Esoteric's legs down quick enough. He can't really fire that much as they're kiting, and the range on these small lasers is actually pretty good. Now we're watching Jaeger on trying to get on the Raven. We'll keep switching around here, but okay, that left leg is now nearly open as well as the back. Esoteric can't really show his back, and his legs is getting chewed up. He should get legged here, and he does, and now it's just the right leg open. Oh, nice shot on, he got a nice shot on Gut before he dies, so Gut is totally open CT. But it is just Leo remaining in that Raven 2X. Jaeger was stalking him, so he might know where he's at. Now Leo's got a right leg injured. And now SJR is going for the cap. They don't want to deal with this Raven too much. But what they have to worry about is if they get on the cap, but the Raven can shoot down pretty well from that ridge, and he's got 3 large lasers, they're not going to want to just hide out on the cap point. They're going to want to make sure they constantly pressure this Raven and do not let him just start picking away. So remember, Gut is completely open CT. Now, Leo is moving over to the south where Jaeger was on the cap. I think what we good here is that Carnage can sit up top somewhere and be ready. Okay, that's what he's kind of doing. He's sitting up top a little bit and be ready to push onto Leo. But you don't want just 1 mech on him. Let's look at all the damages for SJR, see how we're doing. Carnage is pretty good health, but it doesn't take that many shots with 3 large lasers to rip down that CT. Jaeger is fine health, so what maybe now is Jaeger needs to get in this fight. Okay, so Carnage is pushing on Leo. He's got that right leg kind of open, but like that large lasers are doing some serious work on Carnage. How much more can he take before this? And he looks like he's pulling off the pursuit right now. Plenty of time in this match for Leo to try to work some angles. He needs to get some attacks in without being seen. He needs to try to get down Gut at least, maybe take down Carnage, and then work on Jaeger. I'm not sure if Esoteric would have seen just how bad he got Gut before he went down. So it's possible they don't know exactly his status. This is a tough situation for Leo because any mistake and he's going to die. So with this 10 minutes left in the match, there's not a really serious cap point risk. It's going to take about almost 8.5 minutes. So with 1.5 minutes remaining, SJR would win on points, which brings up another point. They could try to basically hide one mech away or something like that towards the end if they feel like there's a good chance of losing on kills, but plenty of time for anything to happen here. So Leo's just looking, he's trying to see if there's any possible angles he can shoot with. One thing he could try doing, he knows they're small lasers, is keeping that range and trying to go wide out towards the ridge. And he slides down there, falls down there. So he might go over to C6, there's a little hill there, and see if he can't get some visible shots on them. But I don't know if he'll be able to. I don't think that where SJR is at right now, that'll actually open up for him. But I think one of the problems here is SJR doesn't know where Leo's at, and that means they could make a very big positional mistake. So they're going to want to probably not be too grouped up, because if they're overly grouped, then if he finds one of them, he'll be able to shoot a bunch of them before they're able to reorganize. Whereas if they're spread out, they'll be able to jump on top of Leo if he gets too close. Okay, so they're sitting behind this ridge. It's really good cover from up top, which means Leo's going to have to almost go to this boat area. I think that's a great choice by SJR. Jaeger is looking, and he should see this Raven now. I think it'd be a good time for him just to pursue the Raven. Leo pops up a UAV. He will know if Jaeger tries to push. Maybe they'll decide just to shoot that UAV down and go back into hiding. Okay, the UAV is remaining up. See if he tries to use that to his advantage. But as I said, behind that hill, I don't think there's any angles Leo can get. I think he'd have to go maybe to B6 or way out there. But even there, it wouldn't take long for a couple Novas to get on top of him. Now, CSJ, being the home team, did have drop zone choice on this map, and they chose to go with the southern team, the southern drop zone.
New target acquired.
All right, now Leo's going to try it. He's going towards the cap point. I don't think it's any intention to cap the point, just to try to get some angles. Okay, yeah, he's able to get some angles there. If that's Carnage, he could take him down, so they're going to have to be worried about that. They might want to move up here, but I think they're just going to hang out there. And, okay, they are starting to attack him. Oh, only one more shot. Well, should take down that leg. Yes, he is pushing now. The freshest Nova is pushing. He legs Leo, and Leo should drop here in a second. And there you go. Those small lasers, absolutely tons of damage, pinpoint, pretty small duration, and that's all. That's all it took. One little time that Leo got a little bit too close. Can't blame him. He had to do something. But one little time being a little too close, Nova's got aggressive, pushed out, quickly took off that leg, and then the other one. So, looking at the scores, Leo 423 points, very well done. Esoteric 385. Pasha Osis and Ring Wraith did drop first, so no shame with that damage. I mean, he got pushed on, and he's going to die once those Novas are anywhere within their range. Jaeger on SJR, 242 damage, Carnage 233, got 167, G-Man 91. So one thing you will notice there is that is only about 630, 720 damage, whereas there's way more damage being done by CSJ, but it's just the efficiency of those small lasers on the legs, whereas when they're trying to kite away, they're spreading out that damage because you're moving, you're going over hills, you're trying to shoot while also shielding yourself, and that damage gets way more spread out than you would prefer. But well done by SJR, taking the first map in this best of 5.